That bountiful fruit harvest you're anticipating this summer depends on pollinators. Today I'd like to introduce you to the orchard mason bee, a native bee that is becoming an important managed pollinator in California orchards. I'm Quentin Young, a UC Master Gardener of Sacramento County. In this video series, you'll learn how to bring these beneficial pollinators into your backyard orchard. First, a word about why we care about native bees. There are over 1,600 species of native bees in California alone. 1 of 3 bites of our food is the result of insect pollination, and native bees provide over 35% of the pollination services required by California crops, orchards, and gardens. The orchard mason bee is in a family of seasonal bees that are active in the spring, flying and searching out nectar and pollen in the February to June time frame. So these bees are important pollinators for our early blooming fruit trees and berries. The bees have a blue-black metallic shine and are 3/8 to 5/8 inches long, sometimes mistaken for flies. Unlike the hive-dwelling social honeybees, mason bees are solitary and are non-aggressive because they don't have a hive to protect, an excellent bee for our populated urban gardens. The male adults emerge from their nesting holes early in the spring when temperatures warm, followed soon by the females. After mating, she sets to work laying her eggs one by one in brood chambers filled with pollen and nectar, each sealed with a plug of mud. Her work is done, and the single generation of bees this year is gone by June. Inside the nesting chamber, the larva emerges from the egg and eats the food pile left by mom. It then spins a cocoon and transforms into a pupa, growing into a mature bee by the end of summer. It will hibernate until warmed by spring days. How can you encourage mason bees into your backyard orchard? First, ensure they have food sources available when they emerge. Orchard mason bees are generalists. In addition to your fruit tree blossoms, they often visit the spring blooming redbuds, barberry, echium, phacelias, and salvias. Most important, provide the type of nesting site they prefer. Orchard mason bees use pre-existing cavities in wood such as tunneled by beetles, hollow stalks, or even crevices in wood structures. Or these, nesting houses you can purchase or build for the bees. First, the holes for the bees should be 5/16 inch in diameter and 6 inches in length. Also, place the house within 300 feet of food sources and facing the morning sun, tightly secured so the house doesn't move. Finally, be sure there is a nearby source of damp earth so the bee mother can use the soil to plug up her egg chambers. Keep an eye out for potential predators, as birds can attack nesting sites. If that becomes a problem, cover the house with 1/2-inch hardware cloth. Once the house is in place, the bees will do the rest. You can wait for the native bees in your area to discover the house, or you can purchase cocoons to populate it. Just place the cocoons near your mounted house, and the bees will find an ideal nesting site as they emerge in the spring. You may also find your nesting house is attractive to many of the other native bees that visit our gardens. Inviting orchard bees into your backyard is easy to do, important in maintaining our native bee populations, and provides you with a bountiful harvest each and every year. Please watch our upcoming videos in this series to learn how to build and maintain your nesting house.
Thanks for joining us, Sacramento County Master Gardeners YouTube channel.